Ay.
Pussy. Pussy.
The heavyweight chessboard is resetting, and the stakes couldn't be higher. On one side, Oleksandr Usyk, the undefeated maestro of movement, returns with gold in his hands and ghosts in his memory. On the other, Daniel Dubois, younger, stronger, and burning for redemption after being stopped and ridiculed in their first meeting. But this isn't just a rematch, it's a reckoning. A chance for Dubois to rewrite his legacy, Oleksandr Usyk to remind the world why he's the most dangerous technician in the sport. And as fight night nears, the experts are divided, because this time, the outcome might not be so predictable.
I just don't think Daniel Dubois is the man to bring it to an end.
So you go Usyk again?
I'm going Usyk again, and I think by late stoppage, if not points.
Stoppage?
I think he can stop him. Yeah, I just think he figures it out. It's what his mindset and the frequency he's on is a different level to everybody else. It's like this guy's gone up against a 6'9" monster in Tyson Fury and figured them out. Yeah. This guy's gone up against one of the biggest punches in boxing in Anthony Joshua and figured him out twice. He's already beaten Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois is a big, strong guy. Immense power. I give him all the credit in the world. And he's overcome many demons, but he hasn't shown us yet that he can get this job done over 12 rounds, and I just don't see him stopping all.
Tony Bellew isn't known for playing favorites, but when he speaks on Usyk, his respect is unmistakable. In this clip, the former cruiserweight champion delivers a clear message. He believes Usyk will destroy Dubois in the rematch. For Bellew, it's not about disrespect. It's about Usyk's unmatched IQ, timing, and heart. He warns that Dubois might come in loud, but Usyk's nuanced mastery over longer fights makes him the one who walks away standing. That kind of certainty from someone who's been in the ring with both legends and challengers, it's sharp insight worth listening to.
You've got to give me a prediction. Who wins the fight and how?
If the fight don't go the distance, I would say Daniel Dubois. If it goes the distance, Oleksandr Usyk.
And the master, Lennox Lewis, what's the prediction? Where do you see it? Do you think it goes the distance, or can he get the job done?
You know, this is a life-changing fight for Daniel Dubois, and this is the fight that he's been searching for such a long time. And, you know, like I said, he's been through his trials, tribulations. Now he's at the front door. All he has to do is go through it. All he has to do is kick.
Lennox Lewis doesn't just pick a winner. He breaks the fight into possibilities. In his words, if Daniel Dubois can force the action early, impose his physicality, and keep Usyk from getting into rhythm, then Dubois has a real shot at stopping the Ukrainian and flipping the script. But if the fight stretches into the later rounds, if Usyk is allowed to flow and dictate pace, then Lewis sees the champion doing what he does best, outboxing, outsmarting, and surviving. It's not a wild prediction. It's a tactical one. And from a legend who's seen every style come and go, that split-path perspective carries heavyweight weight.
As long as his head's right, he's going to get nervous, understandably. He's a young man, but I had my opportunity when I was 27. I knew there was a chance I'd have to come off the canvas. I practiced getting knocked down, knowing that there's a strong possibility I can be knocked down. But being a realist allowed me to prepare amply for when the time come to really make things happen. Dubois isn't exactly the same.
David Haye is a heavyweight voice in the sport, and his message is electrifying. In this clip, he asserts that Daniel Dubois has what it takes to dethrone Usyk, pointing to youth, power, and unrelenting pressure. Haye doesn't base this on hope, he bases it on a blueprint. High volume, high tempo, inside aggression. That's not just fan talk, that's a strategy forged in years of fighting at the elite level. Haye believes Dubois has absorbed the lessons from their first bout and grown both physically and mentally. His endorsement isn't a wild card, it's a signal. Dubois isn't just hoping this time, he's planning for it.
I said it to Oleksandr Usyk, and there's no favoritism here. I think it's Daniel Dubois' time. I think he's a ferocious
I have to agree with
beast. Yeah, absolutely. and I think he deserves all the plaudits. I think what walked into Wembley Stadium was an absolute gladiator, and I'm thrilled for him that he's coming out of himself, growing as a man, becoming more worldly and able to communicate with the media, and I think it's going to be a fabulous fight.
Do you believe that he can get it done inside the distance?
I think he has to get done inside the distance.
Yeah.
You don't think he can win on points?
I think it's unlikely.
Yeah.
I think it's unlikely. But whatever, July 19th, brilliant fight.
Simon Jordan doesn't toss around praise lightly, and when he makes a statement like this, the boxing world takes notice. In this clip, he names Daniel Dubois as the best chance right now to dethrone Usyk. That's not hype, it's observation. Jordan respects Usyk's brilliance, but believes explosiveness, timing, and redemption-seeking aggression tilt this rematch. With that kind of endorsement, Dubois walks into Wembley carrying not just IBF gold, but a prophecy, and in sport, nobody wants to be the guy who ignored the prophecy.
And he's young. Usyk's getting older. This is a dangerous fight for Usyk. This is a very dangerous fight, getting close to going out the door. You know, he's getting closer and closer to retirement. He deserves to retire now, anytime he wants. Look what he's done. What more can he do? I know you can unify the title again, whatever, but what more can you do? He's made so much money, thank God. He's a hero to his people in the Ukraine. He gives them hope that they're this terrible war that they've been dealing with. Then they look at who the heavyweight champ, and it reminds them that there's always hope, that how strong they are as a...
When Teddy Atlas issues a warning, boxing fans should pay attention. In this segment, he speaks about the danger inherent in the rematch not for Dubois, but for Usyk. He points out that coming back into a fight against a younger, more aggressive fighter is something few champions can navigate unscathed. Atlas describes Usyk as an elite tactician, yet he emphasizes that Dubois' hunger and power make this far from a foregone conclusion. With Atlas's voice of sober expertise weighing in, the message is clear. Even the most polished technician can be caught off balance, and this rematch might be his toughest test yet.
Usyk always looks tired by the end of the fight, but he's worked hard and he's always had to give away a lot of natural size. If you can force him to work hard where you're expending no energy, just because you are pressing, threatening behind high hands and just stealing that space time and time again, it can only serve you well.
George Groves isn't just a former world champion. He once headlined Wembley. In this clip, he's all about power and purpose. He sees Dubois as a big specimen with the physical push to dominate early. His advice? Pressure from round one, and when you get that opening, let that right hand go with venom. This isn't optional, according to Groves. It's imperative because Usyk thrives on rhythm and space. And if that space is closed early, groove interrupted, Dubois could hit home right where it matters. In boxing, that kind of start can alter everything.
And he's young. Usyk's getting older. This is a dangerous fight for Usyk. This is a very dangerous fight, getting close to going out the door. You know, he's getting closer and closer to retirement. He deserves to retire now, anytime he wants. Look what he's done. What more can he do? I know you can unify the title again, whatever, but what more can you do? He's made so much money, thank God. He's a hero to his people in the Ukraine. He gives them hope that they're this terrible war that they've been dealing with. Then they look at who the heavyweight champ, and it reminds them that there's always hope, that how strong they are as a...
When Teddy Atlas issues a warning, boxing fans should pay attention. In this segment, he speaks about the danger inherent in the rematch not for Dubois, but for Usyk. He points out that coming back into a fight against a younger, more aggressive fighter is something few champions can navigate unscathed. Atlas describes Usyk as an elite tactician, yet he emphasizes that Dubois' hunger and power make this far from a foregone conclusion. With Atlas's voice of sober expertise weighing in, the message is clear. Even the most polished technician can be caught off balance. And this rematch might be his toughest test yet. In a sport where one punch rewrites history, the stage is set for another seismic night in heavyweight boxing. From legends like Lennox Lewis to power voices like David Haye and Teddy Atlas, the predictions are in. Will Daniel Dubois, forged in fire and fueled by doubt, rise like a wrecking force to flip the script? The countdown is over, and now only the bell will tell. This isn't just a rematch, it's redemption versus reign. And when fists fly, talk stops.